several flexible cooperation policy. So for the first one is we have a zero MOQ series product. What's the meaning in that? It means that when you choose the product from our zero MOQ series catalog, we can do it quickly for you because we already produce some roofing for some popular style model. Yeah, so you just convert the fabric color, chafing color, we can do it quickly for you. And the second policy is that we have a stock item policy. So if today you get a small project, but the quantity is not enough for the 100 MOQ, minimum order quantity, you can choose the stock item quantity, stock item policy. So it means that you don't need to worry and pay extra cost for the minimum order cost. Okay, so in here, when you come to our factory, you see the material. When we purchase the material back to our factory, we will do it more better to cover the material. And then you can see, come here. You can see here is the aluminum tubing, and for the thickness, it's more than 2 mm. You can see here is more than 2 mm. And here you can see we have so many raw material here, so it's also already protected very well. So now let me introduce the workshop one by one. So now we are going to the hardware workshop. Here is the hardware workshop. So before I do the factory introduction, I really want to share UMIA quality formula. What is the good quality in UMIA? Within that, safety, standard, comfort, detail, and the package. So you know, for the commercial furniture, standard and safety is very main important point. So from the beginning of the production line, there is the cutting area. For the cutting area, I would like to introduce it about the cutting machine. For this cutting machine, we imported from the Japan, and then we can control the standard by the cutting. Why? Because for the error, we can control it under the 0.1 mm. So from the beginning, we can control the standard. So you can see for the end product, we also can control for the standard. Yeah. So here is the cutting area. And here is the bending area. Yeah. Aluminum is the soft material so that it can do many shapes of the chair. So when the tubing, after do the cutting, our worker will do the bending. Yeah. Okay. Here also the jewelry. So in here, you will see we have so many roofing. You can see there's so many aluminum tubing in our factory. So when I catch it, you can see the thickness is much more than 2 mm. Can you see that? In UMIA furniture, all the product we can promise you for the shelving, we can promise you for the 10 years warranty. Why we can so confident to say that? Because from the material is very high quality. All the aluminum is the highest level. Is 6061 grade aluminum material. Aluminum tubing is the highest level for the production. Yeah. So you can see the thickness is very yeah. So in here you can see some welding area. Yeah, so you can see for the welding part, we also will do it for the full welding. Yeah, here is the welding. All is the welding. Okay, so now we are going to the welding area. Yeah, here is the welding area. In Umia Furniture Factory, we have two ways of the welding. The first is the laser welding. The second is the robot welding. So why we will keep to do the laser welding? Because we are a customized factory. For some small quantity order or some new product, we will use our labor to do the welding. And for the large quantity order, we will use our welding machine to do the welding. Now, in our old factory, we have 6 welding robots, and all the welding machine is we imported from Japan. And now I would like to mainly introduce about this machine to you. I would like to say that for this machine, it can better to control for the standard because when the tubing the work more than 1 mm, it will stop working. So it will let our skilled worker to fix the problem, and then the welding robot will still working. So it can control the standard by the each part. So it also we can call it is the quality check. It's one part of the quality check. Yeah. Okay. And you can see for the welding, okay, here. Yeah, here is the welding, and we also will do it for the full welding. You can see full welding. Okay. This tubing is the patent tubing. Yeah, you can see patent tubing, so it can make the stress part more durable and more stronger enough. Yeah, you can see all the welding, it will do it for the full welding. All the welding part, it will do it for the full welding. For this machine, is do the polishing. Yeah. So in the whole production line, the product will bear 3 times polishing. The first is something like this. Here, so after our tubing and the tubing do the welding, it will have a welding part. And for this machine, it can polish in very smooth, very clear, and then it can control the standard. Okay. And here also the patent tubing. Yeah, you can see that. Also the patent tubing. And here is we are going to the polishing area. So you can see before polishing, okay, before polishing like this one. But after polishing, it looks like this one. Very smooth and very shine. Very smooth and very shine. So you will feel that the aluminum, when they after do the polishing, it will be very, very shine. Okay. Here is for the whole turbine do the polishing. Yeah. So you can see before polishing like this one. Yeah, you can you can see the welding part. Yeah, also it's the welding part here. And here is the after welding. Yeah, you can see very smooth, very clear, and very shine. So we can make the posture very smooth, very good. So here is the second time for the polishing, and for the third time polishing, it will before do the powder coating. And now I would like to make an introduction this part for you. This part we call it adjustment area. So why Umia Furniture Factory will set up this part? Because we know that aluminum material is a very soft material. So after do the welding, after do the polishing, the size maybe will change. So our worker will control the oversize and the inner size to make sure the chair in the one standard. Yeah, you can see our worker check the each size for the chair tubing, chair leg, so we can make the each chair in the one standard. So what's the advantage for the standard? You know that for the commercial furniture, if today is like a banquet hall, it will have thousands of chairs. So if one chair have problem, it will be very clear to see that. And what's more, because we are a furniture factory, for our clients, they will do the upholstery on their own factory. So they only will purchase the chair thing from our factory. So they need to do the upholstery on their own factory. Yeah. If the chirping standard is not controlled, it will make the upholstery very difficult. It will also make their installation cost very high. Okay. So this is why Umia Furniture Factory so careful for the standard. Yeah. Actually, for some contractor, they also very focused on the standard, because when they finish a project, they need to let their client confirm the product is no problem. They can get the money. If not, they could miss the money. So for the contractor, also very focused and very care for the standard. Yeah, you can see the material. All the material is very thick enough. So that's the reason why our chair can support 500 pounds, and then we can offer the chair for the 10 years warranty. And here you can see we have so many metal mold here. Yeah, because for the metal furniture, when we produce it, we need to do it by the metal mold. Yeah. Yeah, you can see so many chafing, and each chafing is very smooth and very elegant enough. Okay, so now in front of us here is the semi-transport line in here. So after our chafing do the powder coating, we will use the transport line to change the chafing to the next workshop, so it can better to protect our chafing. Will not bear for the stackable for the accident. Yeah. And now we are going to the chemical washing. Yeah. For the chemical washing, nowadays in China, only the large factory can do it for the chemical washing because we need to get the environment license from our China government. And what's the advantage about the chemical washing? Yeah, so nowadays in the market, they will have two waves of the washing. The first is the chemical washing. The second is high speed sand to do the washing. So for the chemical washing, it can clean the chafing, each angle, and very cleaning very great. But for the high speed sand washing, they can't clean the chafing very well, and maybe they use 2 years or 3 years. The powder coating will be easy to peel off. Yes. And what's more, so when you see we have a chemical washing pool in our factory, so you know that all the production line in our furniture workshop. So you don't need to worry about the delivery time for the production because we can control it, everything under control. So after our chafing, do the chemical washing, we will come to this area, do the detail polishing. So you can see, our worker will do the detail polishing one by one and make sure our chafing no metal dot, no mark, and very smooth enough. So it can protect our chafing. We will not have any problem to do the powder coating, and then will not have any problem to will hurt our client's hand. Yeah. Okay, here. Now we are going to the powder coating workshop. Okay, take care. Take care. Okay. So now we are going to the powder coating workshop. Yeah, here. So you can see all our chafing do the powder coating. Yeah. For the gun, is imported from the Germany. Yeah. So it can make the powder coating much tougher from our chafing. Yeah. And all the powder we use is Tiger powder coating. It's a famous brand from the Austria. So what's the famous in the it just like compare with the dollars, yeah. So it can make the chafing 3 times durable, and then it can make more 3 times durable and can anti any scratch. Yeah, no mark. So whatever we use the tubing to hit it, or we use the knife to scratch it, no mark. So this is the advantage and the benefit for the Tiger powder coating. Okay. Okay. Okay, take care. So after our chafing do the powder coating, it will send to the heating oven. Yeah. It will send to the heating oven to do the heat transfer so that the powder coating, the color will very clear to show on our chafing. Yeah. Yeah. So you can see the semi-transport line in our factory. So great. And in here, you can also see we have so many raw things in here. So now, have you ever know something about metal wood grain technology? So will you have the problem or will you have a question that what is the metal wood grain? So now I would like to show you about the Umia metal wood grain technology. Actually, this is the secret. So nowadays, in the live show, when you see this live show, you will know more about the Umia metal wood grain technology. Okay, so let me introduce our Umia metal wood grain technology one by one. Okay, here you can see we have so many chafing. We have so many chafing here. And here is already finished the metal wood grain technology, so you can see the so clear and so beautiful for our metal wood grain technology. Yeah, can you see that? And we will also protect it very, very well. So why? Yeah, you hear. So when our shirt do the powder coating, the semi-transport line will send it to this area, and then our worker will use the wood grain paper to cover the chafing. Yeah, cover the chafing, and here is the L shape. Yeah, here the L shape. So you can see whatever is the L shape, this part, we also will use the metal wood grain to do it. So make the whole chair very, very elegant enough. So you can see our worker will use the metal wood grain paper to cover the whole chafing, and then we will use the eco-friendly water to cover the chafing, so it can make the whole product very durable and eco-friendly. And then it will send to here to do it dry out. Yeah, to dry out. Use the wind to do the dry out, and then our worker will use the high PVC resistant to do the high temperature resistant PVC to wrap it. Yeah, to wrap the wood grain paper, make the wood grain paper can better match for our chafing. So that's the reason why Umia can make the metal wood grain so clear and make the whole chafing really look like a solid wood chair. Yeah. So you can see, we will use this PVC to wrap it to make the wood grain paper very, very match for our chafing. And then when they finish this work, it will send to the heating oven to do the heat transfer. Yeah. So this is how we do the metal wood grain technology. Okay, so I can show you a little part. So when they after to do the heat transfer, the clearly wood grain, you can see. The clearly wood grain you can see. Okay, so that is the secret of the Umia metal wood grain technology. Why Umia can make the wood grain paper so much for our chafing. So let me show you another secret, the PCM machine. So when you hear this name, you will have a question that what is the PCM machine? So let me show you one by one. for this machine is the PCM machine. It is Lumia innovated and developed it to make this machine to cut the woodgrain paper. All the data for our chair, we will use the computer to control the machine. So one chair set, one paper mold. Different chair have different paper mold, so that's the reason why we can do it so much for our chair thing. Here you can see our skilled worker do the upholstery, yeah, for the software. Yeah, you can see. And now I would like to mainly introduce this machine to you. This machine is the upholstery machine. So what's the advantage for this machine? Because you know that in our furniture factory we have man worker or the women worker. So their stress is different. Their stress is different. So because we need to control for the standard, we use this machine to use the standard stress to do the upholstery. That is the reason why we can do the whole upholstery in the one standard. Yeah, you can see. So you can see all the parts is in the one standard, and for the line is very straight and very smooth. Very great. Here also have so many workers, so many skilled workers do the upholstery. So you can see the so you can see our cushion. So yeah, this here is the cushion. It's so good quality. When our worker after to do this part, yeah. Okay, and in here, sorry. In here, I would like to mainly introduce this foam to you. In Lumia furniture, we have the discount foam, as we call it, mold foam. So the mold foam is 65 kg per cubic meter. So we also can offer you for the 10 years warranty for this foam. So it means that it won't change the size, it won't change the shape, 10 years. And you can see, yeah, very comfortable, very durable. So whatever we use the car to crush it, it won't change the size and it won't have any problem. Yep. So now we are going to the package workshop. Here also the mold foam, very good quality and comfortable. Here is the assembly and the package workshop. Yeah, you can see. When the end product, before to do the package, our worker will check it one by one and clean it very well. Yeah, you can see the upholstery. Yeah, so you can see. And here is the package area. Here is the cartoon. So in Lumia, for the package weight, we have two ways. The first is the web, and the second is use the cartoon to do the package. Yeah. And here is our QC team. All the product we will bear the quality check or use our testing lab to do the test. Yeah. So here have the different tests, pushback test or the shades press impact test platform here. Yep. And what's more, we also have a more large, more performance testing lab in our product factory. Yeah. Okay. So already show you, already introduced about the whole workshop, whole factory into you. And there is the warehouse, so we need to go there. So by this live show, I think you must know more about Umia Furniture Factory yet. So you can see the hardware workshop, software workshop, package, something like that, assembly workshop. Yeah. So I think you will know more about Umia Furniture Workshop. Okay, so I think it's gone to the end of today's live show. Yeah. So if you want to know more information about Umia Furniture Factory, or want to know more information about the product, want to know more about the catalog, want to get the catalog, you can contact us. So it's gone to the end of the live show. I'm Jason. See you next time. Bye bye. Hello, I'm Jason. Welcome to the